what up, guys? Ooh, that's a little loud. Way down. Okay, that's much better. Why was it so loud? What the heck? Was it loud for you guys or no? Still. What's up, Happy? What's up, Samantha? Music's so loud. Yeah, it was really loud. My bad, my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I don't know why it was so loud. I didn't even have it, like, set that loud, but maybe it was just that song. My bad, my bad. Still loud? I'm quiet? Really? How can I make my mic even louder? There's gotta be like an advanced properties or something. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna see if this makes me louder. Okay, just... You guys are gonna have to tell me if this is louder. Okay, testing, testing. Am I louder now? Zillum Jockey. Yo, what's up, Nolan? Be back? Okay, sounds good, Samantha. Yo, what's up, Existential? Is my mic louder now? Can you guys hear me pretty well? Are we chilling with the audio? Is that better? Yo, what's up, Gar? How you doing? Is my mic louder than it was at the beginning? Are we good? Damn, why does it feel like there's a lot of chat delay? Am I lagging? What the heck? Yo, what's up, Oreo? Oreo, maybe you can answer the question. How's the volume? I tried to like... Samantha said that my mic, I guess, was like really quiet. But I tried turning it up, and I don't know if it's good now or what. I can only stay for an hour, so you're good, man. Today's stream is probably going to be shorter than usual anyways, because I also can't stay too long. I'm trying to watch the Stitch movie tonight. So, yeah, I can't be live for too long. Yeah, music's a little loud and mic is a little low still? Bro. Okay. What? I don't even have it that loud. Whatever, okay. I'm trying to fix it then. I legit, like, don't think I can turn up my mic much louder than it already is. Okay. Let me try, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna set it to this. Testing, testing. Am I a bit louder now? Is that better? Yo, Happy, thank you for the jewels, man. I appreciate you. It's still showing up as... Is that better? Or am I getting trolled? I got to drive 3 hours back to school. That sucks, bro. Could be worse, I guess, but that's not fun. Music is still loud, no troll. Oh my god. Okay, now there's no way the music is still loud. Is my mic at least like fine? Can you guys hear me well? There's no way the music is still loud. But is my mic good? Okay, you're messing with me. I'm about to pull up the stream on my phone, dude. Mic is good now? Okay. Yo, what up, Atlas? Good to see you, bro. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we can use some funky music now. Let's go. Okay. I'm feeling it. How's your Sunday going, everybody? How are y'all doing, chat? I like that part where it goes. Yeah, this sound is nice. I'm adding that to the playlist real quick. Very nice. Can hear you now? Yeah, well, I think this song is like a lot quieter too. I think the other songs like happen to be much louder than like this one, for example. For no reason. Yo, what's up, Emerson? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dude, guys, I am not gonna lie. I posted my match history or whatever in Rivals the other day, or the other night, and I won 7 in a row. I like queued up again today. I won another like 5, 6 in a row, hit diamond. Like, we are cooking in this season. I don't know why, or like, I don't know what happened, but I feel like we are like stomping in Rivals this season. I might actually try to go for Grandmasters, just because why not? I think I'm like already either like a game or 2 away from Diamond 2, which is I think the highest rank I've ever been, I'm pretty sure. So I'm like, I might as well just go for it. I have like enough time to play at night and stuff. We'll see. I'm thinking about it, because if it's like a mega grind, if I get to like Diamond 1 and then I start losing a lot and it's like a 50-50 coin flip, I might stop. I might be like, okay, it's not really worth my time. Like, that's really obnoxious. But if I just keep steamrolling games, like, why not? You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, if it starts becoming this thing of like a huge time investment, I'm like, okay, that's not worth it anymore. But if it's just like a vibe of getting to play a little bit every night, and then it like just arrives with time, you know? Especially because, okay, does anybody know when the second half of the season ends? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to hit Grandmasters at least like once, though. Probably won't go like for anything higher than that, at least not this season. Just because, like I said, I don't want to grind and like play a ton of it. I don't have time for that. But I don't know. Yo, what up, Strategist? How you doing? What's up, Alberto? Is the music volume still good, or is it quiet now? I feel like these songs are a lot quieter, but you guys were saying that the music at the beginning was like really loud, so I don't know. I guess we're chilling, because nobody's mentioned it. What's good, Strategist? How you doing, dude? What's the game called? It's Sandtris. It's at the top middle of the game. Another 30 days? Okay. I feel like in 30 days, I feel like I could totally hit Grandmaster if I just keep playing. Like, I don't even think that'd be really hard. I don't know. I think it kind of depends on, like, which maps I get, because I've noticed I have a really hard time on the new map. It looks really cool. I'm not complaining about the map. I'm just not used to it yet. I think I won today's match that I played on it, but it was, like, the hardest win of the day. Like, all the other games today, they were like wins and they weren't hard. Like we rolled them and I was like dropping, you know, 40 when I was DPS and like it was fine. But on that map, I was like, I had to really lock in. I had to pick Namor. I had to like play around picks and, you know, I don't know. Like it took a lot more effort. I think part of it is because I didn't know the map and part of it is because maybe the enemy team was better that game. I don't know. It feels weird because sometimes you just have these like steamroll games where you plow through the enemy team and like you don't even have to try that hard. And sometimes you have like overtime, like, you know, nail biter last minute clenchers where you're just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna win. I don't know if we're gonna lose. Like we gotta try different characters. We gotta swap. We gotta, like, you know what I mean? Adapt. I think like, okay, like the last game that I played where I'm like I'm like the top of Diamond 2, I think. Close to Diamond 1. It went to like overtime, like I had to swap like 3 different times even though I was doing great just to like deal with what they were doing and like help the rest of my team out more. I think it also helps that like people are so much more willing to change the strategy and like adapt like that as well. So like you get fewer of those like loser players that will only do one thing even if it's not working. They just keep going over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, bro, like you're just selling to play whoever it is that you're wanting to play, and like everybody else suffers the consequences, which kind of is, you know, that sucks. That's lame when that happens. But that's I'm noticing that's happening like way less. I don't know. Like everybody's willing to play different roles. Everybody's willing to play like different characters. I had one tank earlier today that like just wasn't doing anything. He was like, I don't know, 2 and 6 or something. And I was like, hey man, like, I know it's not really working out, but like maybe if you just play like a third healer, like we can start cooking and we're chilling. And sure enough, he did. He swapped to Rocket, I think. And like, we started winning immediately. I was like, okay, cool. And we ended up winning that game. But I feel like at lower elo, like, you ask that question and they get mad. They get like offended and take it personally. It's like, bro, what? And then they won't swap and you lose. And it's like, okay, well, that sucks. I don't know if that's just my experience or everybody else's too. But that's been a nice change of pace because it's like everybody has bad games and like, hey, and not even bad games. Like sometimes you just have a pick that's not good into their comp and you just need to swap. I think that's like a big part of the game. Just like being able to change and adapt on the fly. And like once people start like realizing that, it becomes like so much easier to deal with tough games or tough matchups, like whatever. I don't know. Sounds good to me. Okay, nice. We're chilling. I'm really liking this part of the playlist, actually. Do you remember David Garcia? Name sounds really familiar, yeah. Is that you? Did you change your name? I've talked about this so many times on the channel, but like, it's kind of funny to me when like somebody comes in the stream like 2-3 months ago, then they change their name, and then they come back to the stream and they're like, hey man, do you remember me? And it's like, I don't know, I remember the old username from 2-3 months ago when you were hanging out in the stream, but I've never seen this username in my life, so I'm assuming you're the same person if you say you are, but you know, like how am I supposed to know that, you know? Like, I hope so, dude. I don't know. I've always thought that's kind of funny. Yo, what's up? What's the perfect combination of healers, DPS, and tank? It just depends on the match. So like, okay, for example, if they go 3 healers, it's ideal for you to have more tanks because the idea is that they won't have enough damage to like beat your tanks, right? You don't want to have like 3 DPS into 3 healers, because then they can like still fight those out. But if you go like more tanks when they have multiple healer comps like that, they have a hard time of finishing anybody in your team. Yo, shout out to Mr. Plock, thank you for subscribing, man. And like same thing happens where like if they go like 3 tanks, you might want to just swap to like the anti-tank characters like Wolverine, Moon Knight. Dude, if they go 3 tanks and you go Moon Knight, you get your ult every like 10 seconds. It's gross. You just have to like be able to play on the fly and adapt, I feel like. Like they did that once on me the other night, and I just swapped to Moon Knight and dropped like 30-40 kills in like 1 round. It's like, yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do? Like, that's not, you know. And then, like, the people that, like I was saying, the people that don't change or don't... Oh, I'm gonna get cooked. Hold on. Ah, I'm gonna get cooked. No! Dang it. I was yapping too much. But yeah, the people that, like, don't adapt are the ones that lose. Because, like, obviously, if you have the option to change between, like, the 40 characters available, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? I think, like, another mistake people make is that they will make that change, but they'll do it at bad times. So, like, let's say you have 90-80% ult charge on the character that you were playing. Even if you're playing badly on them, you should probably just stick it out until at least you use that ult charge, because you don't want to like swap and then lose half of your ult charge, and then it's like, okay, that's great that you swapped, but you lost like so much of the charge that you were building up over the match. You want to like at least get use out of that, right? I think that's like another thing people forget about, which is easy to forget about because you're prioritizing just changing the comp instead of like, you know, using what resources you have as well. Like, that's another big thing. Oh my god, and the other thing, bans. People are so stupid when it comes to bans, it's crazy. Like, I will see people banning characters that are like really bad into flyers, for example, even though they're playing flyers. And I'm like, dude, like, do you not know what your character does? Like, you should be banning like Hela or something, not Moon Knight or whoever else. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is the thing gonna do in this meta where you have like 3-4 flying characters in a game? Like, what are we doing? What? Or like, they'll have a Groot and like nobody will play Punisher until you bring it up, and you're like, hey man, like, we kind of need somebody to break these walls. You know? Or like, people don't play around enemy team bans. Like, if you see a Wolverine ban, you know they're probably playing something like Groot. Or like, let's say you see the Namor ban, okay, they're probably going Spider-Man. So like, you should probably adjust your second bans to that. You know what I mean? People don't do that, and they always ban some random thing. Like, people love banning Penny for some reason now. Everybody seems to think, at least in like High Diamond, that Penny is crazy strong and she needs to get banned and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, Penny still sucks. Just because she has a good team up doesn't mean she's like the GOAT now all of a sudden. All of her other abilities are still the same. But people are like, oh my god, her mines are so hard to deal with, blah blah blah. No, Ron, bro, I'm telling you right now, you don't know what you're talking about. I promise you, Penny is not that hard to deal with. I think seriously, out of like the 4 or 5 times I've gone up against Pennies in the last 2 days, I have lost once to them. One time. Like, that's it. You take out the freaking mines or whatever, the nests, and they're done. And people are like, oh, but it's impossible now because she has more than one. No, it's not. It was never impossible. It was never even that hard to do to begin with. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? You get 2-3 people to focus on them at a time, those things will evaporate. Seriously, they will cease to exist within seconds. Like, it's not a big deal. People overhype the heck out of them for no reason. I don't understand the glaze. Like, honestly, I really don't. It is what it is, I guess. Stop playing this and get on Battlefield, bro. Nobody plays Battlefield. What are you talking about? I've never heard about this. Who do you main? So I main DPS. I play like Moon Knight, Namor, Scarlet Witch a little bit. But on Strategist, I'll play like Invisible Woman, what's his name, Rocket, stuff like that. On Vanguard, I'll play Emma, the Thing sometimes, stuff like that. It just really depends on like what the team needs. Yeah, I don't know. I started playing Emma a little bit more recently, and I like her. I think she's strong. But she is a little bit more team reliant, I guess. And then the Thing is also really tricky to play nowadays. Like I said, when you have so many like flying characters around. Yo, am I not getting any greens? Hello? Oh my god. Yeah. So I would not... I feel like the Thing mains are kind of sad right now. I'm not gonna lie. And I can't blame them. The Thing mains are very sad. I mean, like, what are they supposed to do against Storm, Iron Man, Ultron? You know what I mean? All these characters that are like 10 miles above their head. You know? I think, honestly, the other guy I started playing a little bit more, which I was not expecting to be good since he got nerfed, was Captain America. Dude, why? Captain America doesn't feel that bad. I think people just don't know what to do against him. So you're just like annoying and you like threaten backline every once in a while and you like hold point really well. Your ult is basically a healer ult if you think about it. It just keeps everybody alive and lets you like stick to the point or like keep up aggression really well. I think people are kind of sleeping on Captain America. I think he's really good. Even with the nerf, I think he's like actually playable because, okay, if me, who has only ever played like 4 Captain America games ever, is able to play him at a level that can get an MVP and high diamond, then that must mean he's at least pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely not unplayable like a lot of people were trying to say. I don't know. I think he's underrated. I think like Penny is super overhyped and overrated, and Cap is underrated. Personally, you're good at this. Thank you, man. Good luck with Tetris. Thank you. I appreciate you. I think Luna's crazy strong too because I saw who was that had a profile picture that kind of reminded me of Luna, or is the name Luna? Luna55 in chat. Yeah, I saw that name in chat, and yeah, dude, Luna needs to get banned more because Hawkeye is stupid, and that team up is really stupid. And Luna's always been strong, and she got buffed. So it's like, that's a character I think needs to get banned way more than she's currently getting banned. I don't know. I understand that like fewer people one-trick Luna than they one-trick like Rocket or Cloak or whatever. But it's still like a threatening enough to want, like I want to get rid of Luna in my games, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm never terrified of a Rocket player or like a Cloak player. I'm like, okay, whatever. But if I see Luna Hawkeye on the enemy team, I'm like, oh great, like this is gonna be a pain, bro. Like this is gonna be really annoying to deal with. You try to dive the Hawkeye and Luna freezes you, or Hawkeye freezes you because he has a team up that goes through 50 walls now. Like, dude, what? What were they thinking when they cooked that nightmare up? Jesus Christ. I don't even think Luna needed a buff, honestly. I don't know why they gave her one. I'm out here like, I don't know. I think that's crazy. I think Mantis needed a buff more than Luna did. Mantis players out here are crying themselves to sleep. You can't play Mantis. Straight up, Mantis is not good. I feel like, I don't know, man. Is that, like, do people not agree with that sentiment? Like, I feel like, I don't know. People don't really think that way, but I do. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. No sé inglés, pero ese juego es muy adicto, yeah, or adictivo. Yeah, it is very visually appealing, isn't it? Game name is Sandtris. True, you're good, bro. Thank you, Martinez. I appreciate you. Should I cook potatoes? Someone tell me. Why not? Yeah, if you want. Cook potatoes. Yo, what's up, Toad? How you doing, dude? Mantis only works if your team clearly has the better DPS. Okay, yeah, I could see that. If you have like a really good DPS that can take advantage of that damage buff, then you could like justify playing Mantis, yeah. But even then, it's like, I don't know. I think I'd rather have any other... I'd rather have Rocket ult. I'd rather have Luna ult. I'd rather have Cloak... maybe not Cloak ult. Cloak ult, I feel like people are finally learning how to abuse Cloak ult to where it's not as annoying as it used to be. Like, I'm finally seeing, like, Magneto mains, Iron Man mains, like, all this stuff finally target her and one-shot her and punish the ult, you know? Because it's not really that hard to, like, punish, and, like, you know where she's gonna end up more or less. So you can really just time your ult to end her if you're good at that character, right? I don't know. I think also maybe one of like the things that's holding Mantis back is that she doesn't have as good of a team up as the other characters. Yo, shout out to Loris. Thank you for subscribing, Loris. Much love. W's in the chat for all the new subscribers, and thank you everybody that's liking the stream. I appreciate you. But yeah, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Did you get your workout in today, bro? No, I missed out on my workout today, Daniel. I'm a little bit sore from yesterday's, I'm not gonna lie. But I will be hitting a push day tomorrow, so I'll probably be hitting like chest and triceps, stuff like that. I'll go like straight from work to do that, so. Yo, what's up, Gino? What's up, Brendan? What's up, Neo? What's up, Meme? What's up, everybody saying hi in the chat? How you doing? How you guys doing? Why does it look so easy? What, this game? How does the Jeffrey work? The Jeff rework is a bit sad. I'm not gonna lie. Jeff, our boy Jeff, is not good anymore. Yo, shout out to Life with Man. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I would say Jeff is not unplayable, but he's not great either. Yo, shout out to Igara. Thank you for subscribing. I won a game earlier today with him. You can still definitely play Jeff, but he's... I don't know, man. You can't play that DPS style Jeff that people were using before. Shout out to Xian Lonley. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, you guys remember how like every Jeff main before was playing him kind of like as a backline dive DPS, which is crazy. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can't get away with that. Yo, shout out to Eat. Thank you for subscribing, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, you definitely can't do that anymore. Whoa, that's a lot of spam from somebody. Yo, what's up, Yusuf? What's up, Jordan? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah, try not to spam in chat, Jesus. What's subscribed? They hit that subscribe button on the channel, so they're subscribed to my YouTube channel now. Can you shout out my friend? His birthday's today. His name is Finn. Yeah, I got you, bro. Happy birthday, Finn. I hope you have an awesome birthday. Spend it well. Spend it happily with friends and family, and enjoy the day. Yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good time. Game name, please. The name of the game is called Sandtris. It's at the top middle of the screen. How do you donate? The stream is totally free to watch. You can just enjoy it for free. But if you really want to, there's a $ next to the chat option. That's how. Shout out to Tyler11. Thank you for subscribing. So yeah, you just hit that symbol if you really want to. But like I said, there's absolutely no obligation to. The stream is totally free to watch and enjoy. There's no need to. Shout out to Don. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Yeah, you're welcome. You guys are always welcome to just hang out and chat and chill and have a good time. You're my favorite Sandtris player? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Are there a lot of other people that play Sandtris on shorts? I feel like there used to be almost no one. And then BG started playing it, and I started playing it. And then like more people started playing it as well, which is totally cool. I don't care, obviously, if other people play it too. Like, that's fine. More people brought into the community. That's cool. I'm just kind of curious. Yo, shout out to Lord. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Appreciate you. I love you and watch you all the time. Thank you, Gentle Earth. I appreciate you, dude. Yo, shout out to Michael. Thank you for subscribing, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, isn't it crazy that we hit 60,000 subscribers last night? I really appreciate that, you guys. I could not have done that without you, obviously. So I think that's so awesome that we hit that so quickly. That's kind of crazy to think about. Yo, shout out to Ben. Thank you for subscribing. And also, I think we almost have like 400 members in the Discord now too, which is crazy. Isn't that insane? Yo, shout out to Pug. Thank you for subscribing, Pug. I appreciate you, man. Like, that to me is nuts. I don't know. It's really cool to see. Run this world record? I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Yo, shout out to Cookie. Thank you for subscribing. If people keep subscribing and I keep shouting them out, I'm gonna lose, though. It's gonna mess me up. Like, actually, maybe I should stop shouting people out. I don't know. You guys, just subscribe after I finish this game, okay? Your shout out to Pro. Thank you for subscribing, man. Okay, guys. Oh, last one. Don't subscribe anymore until after this game, so I can try to beat the record, okay? I'd appreciate it. Just do it later. It doesn't have to be right now. Okay. Now you're just messing with me. Shout out to Luna, though. Thank you for subscribing. Just do it later. Don't do it right now. You can wait. It doesn't have to be right now. I promise. We're chilling. I promise it does not have to be right now. Oh my god. Stop! Yo, okay, shout out to Flary. That's the last one. No more. Stop. I get it. You guys are trolling. No more. Bro, look how much higher it's gotten. You're gonna make me lose. Oh my god. Shout out to Money. Thank you for subscribing, bro. I appreciate you. I really gotta lock in or we're gonna lose. Oh no. Hold on. This isn't funny anymore. This isn't funny. Oh no. Bro. Okay, shout out to Bada. Thank you for subscribing. I swear to God. Bro, if we lose because of all these shout outs and all these new subscribers, I'm gonna tilt. I'm going to crash out. Okay, shout out to BS. Thank you for subscribing. Maybe if I just do it quickly. Guys, just stop subscribing for, like, seriously, like, just give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. You can subscribe after, and then we're chilling, all right? Oh my god. Shout out to Eve. Thank you for subscribing, Eve. Jesus. Okay. It's fine. I'm not gonna get mad. We're chilling. It's fine. Deep breaths, chat. Yo, shout out to ZX. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, what kind of name is that? I can't even shout that out. We're actually gonna lose. Dude. We're actually gonna lose! No. Ah, bro, you guys couldn't wait for 2 seconds? Seriously, we couldn't wait. We couldn't wait. We all had to subscribe at the same time. Really? Oh my god. Fine, whatever, man. You guys win. Shout out to Naomi. Thank you for subscribing, Naomi. God damn it, dude. Bro's last words before tilting? Yeah, actually, dude. I'm pissed. Shout out to Prop. Thank you for subscribing, man. Dude, we were doing so well. Do you guys really not want to see me break the record? You guys just actually want me to lose? Is that what's going on? God damn it, dude. Yo, shout out to Townsend. Thank you for subscribing. That's crazy. That's actually despicable, man. I can't believe that. Whatever. I'm over it. Oh my god. Yo, shout out to Rich Capybara. Thank you for subscribing. That's a funny username. Rich Capybara. Did you guys see the video of the capybara that got thrown at a zoo? Wasn't that insane? Tell me I'm not the only one that has seen that video. Yo, shout out to Paul. Thank you for subscribing, Paul. Tell me I'm not the only one in chat that has seen that video. The gorilla literally threw the capybara like at a kid. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yo, shout out to Ignis. Thank you for subscribing, man. Oh my god. Dude is hustling, you know it, Julius. Hey man, you gotta grind, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do. Respect the hustle. Yo, shout out to E, thank you for subscribing. You already know how it is, man. I've seen it. Okay, Santilla said they saw it too. Wasn't that video insane? Yo, shout out to TJ, thank you for subscribing. Like, I thought it was fake at first. I was like, okay, that has to be AI or something. I don't think it is. I think it's real. I think the gorilla legit like picked up the capybara and threw it at the kid at the zoo. Actually, no joke. Oh my god, wait, what happened to is my keyboard broken? Oh, what the heck was that? Yo, shout out to Ash, thank you for subscribing, Ash. I thought my keyboard broke there for a second. I couldn't control the movement. That was really bad. Shout out to Ronaldo, thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate you, I appreciate you. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that video. That was so crazy. Dude, that's one of those videos where you're like immediately assume like, okay, that's fake. That's not real, bro. Yo, shout out to Anno, thank you for subscribing, man. I don't know, man. It was question. I still think maybe it was fake. Do you guys think that was real? Did that actually happen? Like, why was it even in the same enclosure? Yo, shout out to Theodore. Thank you for subscribing, Theodore. Okay, guys, we're starting to get to a higher level now, so please stop subscribing for a little bit, just to let me like catch up to the score we were at. Okay. Yo, shout out to Lost Unknown. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, me having to shout out people is gonna mess me up again, so we gotta chill a little bit. All right, just relax, please. Just a little bit. Just for like. Can you guys give me like 5 minutes or something to cook a little bit in the game? Yo, shout out to Polish Boy. Thank you for subscribing. Just like that's all I'm asking for. Can we do 5 minutes? Can we shake on that chat? Shake on 5 minutes, please. I have to beg for you guys not to subscribe right now. Is that what's happening? Really? Shout out to Pelagia. Thank you for subscribing, man. I saw someone in chat say yes, we can. So one guy at least is saying he'll stop subscribing for like just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. You can do it later. Shout out to JB. Thank you for subscribing. Like, I can already see that we're probably gonna lose again because of all the shout outs. Like, that's so goofy, man. I don't know. You guys are just trying to make me mad, I swear. Shout out to Leo. Thank you for subscribing, Leo. Holy. Shout out to Jackrabbit. Thank you for subbing, Jackrabbit. I appreciate you, man. Dude, I think so many people have subscribed just to piss me off and like mess me up in the game that it's literally making the announcements lag. Like, Pedro is lagging in the top right of the screen right now. Shout out to AI Kalen. Thank you for subscribing, man. Maybe AI Kalen knows whether or not that gorilla video is real or not. Okay, but like, my question is, why was the capybara in the same enclosure as the gorilla to begin with, right? Yo, shout out to what's up, guys. Thank you for subscribing. GeoFunkin, thank you for the jewels, man. I appreciate you. Maybe that's the giveaway for like why it's not a real video. Okay, I can't say that name. Jesus Christ, bro. How is that username even allowed? Did you guys see that, his username? What was that? Hello? Hey, yo, pause. Yo, shout out to Larsonas. Thank you for subscribing. I got you. Thank you, Gentle Earth. Appreciate you, man. I'm a big fan. I appreciate you, Victor. Heck yeah, man. Shout out to Ying Shun. Appreciate you. Much love, man. Oh, dude, I thought for a second that they finally stopped subscribing. It's still going. There's no way. Shout out to Arna. Thank you for subscribing, Arna. I thought for sure, like, okay, we're finally, we got a little bit of a break. We can breathe a little bit. Nope. Still subscribing. Still going. Of course. Shout out to Game On. Thank you for subbing, dude. Of course, dude, it paused for like 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds before it started up again. Can you believe that? What the heck, dude? Shout out to IR7, thank you for subbing, man. That's ridiculous, honestly. You guys baited me even with a break. That's so crazy. That it's like you coordinated that. I don't know how you pulled that off. Yo, what's up, OG Ghost? Yo, shout out to Totally Not Dumb, appreciate you. Holy. That's so troll of you guys. It's pretty funny though, I'm not gonna lie. You guys got me really good there. Yo, shout out to New Games. Thank you for subbing, New Games. Yo, shout out to Basketball God. Thank you for subbing, Basketball God. Yo, we're actually gonna get cooked. Yo, Locked In. Thank you so much for the super chat. W's in the chat for Locked In. Shout out to Daniel, thank you for subbing, man. Heck yeah, bro. Is that our sign that we need to lock in and cook, chat? We need to start cooking in the game? Yo, shout out to my plushies, thank you for subbing, plushies. I'm gonna take that as a sign and I'm gonna start cooking. We're actually gonna focus up and get this score. Let's go, baby. Lock it in, chat. Lock it in, lock it in. I'm not gonna let the shoutouts distract me. I'm not gonna let them cook me. I'm not gonna let them get me mad. Shout out to Ice Cream, thank you for subbing. Oh no, we already messed up. Uh-oh. We need like 2 greens like now. Okay, there we go. Holy. It's winnable, it's winnable. Yo, shout out to a kid, thank you for subbing, bro. Okay, okay, okay. We can still do this, we can still do this. Relax, everybody relax, deep breaths. We can win, we can win. It's not over yet. Yo, shout out to Preppy, thank you for subbing, Preppy. I'm not gonna let the people subscribing just to sabotage mess with me. I'm just gonna focus, lock in, get this high score, chill and relax. Deep breath. Yo, shout out to Alp, thank you for subbing, Alp. Appreciate you, man. You guys can't mess me up. You can't throw me off. It doesn't matter how many people subscribe. I'm still gonna focus. We're locked in now. It's over for you guys. It's over. Shout out to Cole, thank you for subscribing, Cole. Appreciate you, man. So many of you have subscribed today that literally it's making the thing lag. I think we're like 500 subs behind on the notifications. Shout out to Blitz, thank you for subscribing. So I bet you if you subscribe right now, it probably won't even show up for like another 5 minutes. Isn't that crazy? You guys are nuts, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, you guys. Much love. Thank you for all the support today. Yo, shout out to Mocha. Thank you for subscribing, Mocha. Appreciate you. Bro, I subscribed an hour ago and it still hasn't popped up. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, he's exaggerating, obviously. I haven't been live for an hour, but I get his point. He's not wrong. Yo, shout out to Twitch, to Elliot. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you, man. Dude, chat, should we stream on Twitch again? We are on Twitch. Zillum on Twitch. The notifications for that should pop up too. And on TikTok. I don't know if we should use TikTok though. Yo, shout out to Ariel. Thank you for subscribing. My username's a little bit different on TikTok though. It's like a 1 instead of the I in the name. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Idaza. Thank you for subscribing. Yo, what's up, Toast? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? What is that emote he's using? That emoji. Hi, Zilla. Remember me? I haven't joined your streams in a while. Yo, Shiny Rayquaza. I do remember you. Welcome back, man. It has been a while since I've seen you in chat. You've probably been busy, huh? Welcome back, though. Yo, shout out to Philippe. Thank you for subbing, Philippe. Appreciate you, man. Game name, please. The name of the game is Sandtris. It should be at the top middle of the screen, so you really can't miss it. Shout out to Azeshi. Thank you for subscribing. How do you make his username like that? What the heck? Thoughts on provolone cheese? I mean, it's pretty good. It's alright. It's not one of my favorites, but it's alright. You know, it's alright. It passes. It's acceptable. Shout out to Boston Bunny. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate you. Boston Bunny. Interesting. What the heck? What the heck is that? Shout out to Pari. Thank you for subscribing, bro. We got some really interesting usernames in chat today. What the heck? If anyone calls me Michael, I'm gonna be so mad. Bro, chat, we gotta call that one guy Michael now. Shout out to Paul. Thank you for subbing, Paul. Chat, we all gotta call that guy Michael. Unite. Chat, unite. Come together to call him Michael. Shout out to Queso's little bro. Thank you for subscribing. Does Queso even have a little brother? Is that a thing? Does he have siblings? I have no idea. I actually have no clue. Shout out to your girl, Audrey. Thank you for subbing, Audrey. Much love. Appreciate it. That's your girl, Audrey. What games do you play, Zillum? Recently, we've been playing mostly Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. Like, besides Sandtris, I'm assuming you mean. Shout out to Connor. Thank you for subscribing, Connor. But yeah, we've been playing Marvel Rivals. We've been playing Fortnite. We've been playing a little bit. We played Star Wars Fallen Order the other night. That was fun. What else did we play? A little bit of Subnautica. Shout out to Michael. Thank you for subscribing, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Stuff like that. We're kind of all over the place. Like, we play a little bit of everything on this channel. A lot of variety. Shout out to Christina. Thank you for subscribing. Obviously, like, Sandtris is probably, like, the main game that we stream on YouTube Shorts, at least. But, you know, yeah. We play other stuff. Shout out to Shed. Thank you for subbing, Shed. Y Santa Fe. You already know. Pedro Pe. Yo, shout out to DJ Plays. Thank you for subbing, DJ. The name of the game is at the top middle of the screen for the people in chat asking. Ain't no way the mods are letting anything slide today. You know it, bro. The mods are on top of it usually. I'm sorry for missing whoever that was that I wasn't able to shout out, but can you speak Japanese? Not really. I tried to learn a little bit on Duolingo, but you know, that's not enough to speak fluently. Shout out to Pop Clips. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, that's not really enough to be able to say that I speak it, you know what I mean? But I tried learning a little bit. It's kind of hard, man. Shout out to 25. Thank you for subbing, bro. It's a tough language to learn, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not something you pick up in a month. I don't know. It was pretty fun to try to learn. Yo, shout out to Lily. Thank you for subbing, Lily. Bro, I subbed like 5 minutes ago and it hasn't popped up. Yeah, dude, it's catching up to all the people that have subscribed at the beginning of the stream. It's still catching up. Shout out to Hyper Shrine. Thank you for subscribing. Does anybody know of a way for it to go through people's names faster? Because, like, yeah, it gets to the point where so many people subscribe that it's like really delayed. You know what I mean? I don't know how to speed that up, or if there even is a way to speed it up. Yo, shout out to Blunt. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Maybe if we make the individual notification times shorter? You guys think that would help? Maybe? I don't know. Shout out to Shuttle. Thank you for subscribing, dude. I'm not really sure, honestly. Hey, Strategist, good to have you here. Yeah, what's up, dude? Yo, shout out to Gaming Sparkle. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate you. Yo, shout out to, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but shout out to that guy. Dude, I'm sorry. I have no idea how to say that name. I don't know if anybody in chat knows how to say that name, but hey, thanks for subbing either way, man. Shout out to Sarah. Thank you for subscribing. See, like, Sarah's a lot easier. What the heck? Yo, what's up, Jacob? Welcome back, dude. Shout out to Armando. Thank you for subscribing, Armando. Appreciate you, man. It happens a lot to other streamers. You just have to wait until it's not delayed anymore. Yeah, I guess there's not really much you can do about it, to be honest. Kind of just is what it is, really. Yo, shout out to Burbs. Thank you for subscribing, Burbs. That's kind of what I thought. I don't think there's a way to speed up the time unless you cut the sub notification time. Yeah. So we'd have to make like the actual alert itself shorter, right? Which I don't think we want to do. Yo, shout out to Khan. Thank you for subscribing. Because I kind of like how he says the little Pedro. Maybe if we just cut it so that he only says like Pedro. You know what I mean? Instead of like the whole thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of like the whole thing though. Yo, shout out to Skull. Thank you for subbing, Skull. Like, I kind of like hearing the whole thing. Is that just me? Pedro Pe. Y Santa Fe. It's a vibe. We've also just had it that way for like so long now. I don't know. I'm a little torn on it. I'm a little split. Shout out to Randy. Thank you for subbing, Randy. Appreciate you, man. Dude, how have we not lost? We're kind of cooking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Carter. Thank you for subscribing, Carter. Appreciate you. I think we're about to get cooked though, unless we get like really good luck here. Oh, like that maybe. Nice. Very nice. Yo, shout out to Cinnamon Roll. Thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate you. That could work, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Yo, shout out to Kenneth. Thank you for subbing, Kenneth. It could work. I could see that working. Oh my god, we're about to lose though. Oh lord. Yo, shout out to Zach. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose for shouting that guy out. Oh, okay. It is what it is. It is what it is, brother. Yo, shout out to Sasha. Thank you for subbing, Sasha. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to shorten the time between notifications? Because I see it takes like 2 seconds to get to the second notification. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's what I wanted to know. Shout out to Blabber. Thank you for subscribing. Because if that's a thing, we could like tweak it so that's only like 1 second or something between the notifications. I don't know if that's an option. I'd have to look at it, but it is a good idea. Shout out to Lionel. Thank you for subscribing, bro. I appreciate you. Because then we can like shout out more subscribers. I don't know. Sandtris seems fire, not gonna lie. It's pretty fun, yeah, actually. I'm having a good time right now. Shout out to Two Brother. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Shout out to Theodore. Thank you for subscribing, Theodore. Ah, I kind of choked there. I should not have placed that green there. Oh my god, bruh. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Shout out to Clip That. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Yo, you're doing so good. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate you. I'm trying. We're cooking. Look on YouTube? What do you mean, Cyrus? Shout out to Elias. Thank you for subscribing. It is a thing? But it's not under YouTube settings. Maybe it's a thing in like the OBS settings or like Streamlabs settings, I mean. Yo, shout out to Mortada. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Divico Vengo. What is he talking about? Probably gonna dip out in 20 minutes. Yeah, no worries, Oreo. Me too, honestly. Shout out to Raymond. Thank you for subscribing, Raymond. Same deal, honestly. You and me both, brother. Yo, shout out to SL Legends. Thank you for subbing, bro. Appreciate you. How do you play that? With magic, bro. The power of magic. Yo, shout out to Certified Crash Out. Thank you for subbing, man. Does anyone have a YF-12 fighter jet? What? What? Yo, shout out to J Reckless. Thank you, or Reckless. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Bro's name is Reckless. Shout out to Stephanie. Thank you for subscribing, Stephanie. I appreciate you. 2.9k viewers is crazy. Yeah, it was crazy, Oreo. We haven't had that in a while. That was pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. We take those though. Yo, shout out to Nosebleed. Thank you for subbing, Nosebleed. I think it's because we went live a little bit earlier today. I know like I was going live kind of late the other night, so shout out to James. Thank you for subbing, James. So yeah, I think that helped us out a lot, going live earlier in the day instead of like late at night, you know? But unfortunately, that means like some other people couldn't join that normally would. So like probably like Delta, you know, for example. Like his fit schedule probably fits better with night streams. Yo, shout out to SMR. Thank you for subscribing. So it's kind of a give and take, you know. Can't blame him. It is what it is. Yo, shout out to Tafu. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Appreciate you. Do you plan on playing any new games on your channel? Maybe. I'm kind of wanting to finish the Doom Eternal DLC since the new Doom game came out. Yo, shout out to Michelle. Since the new Doom game came out, I kind of want to finish the Eternal DLC that I never played. So I might do that on stream. I haven't decided yet. I don't even know if that's something you guys would want to watch. Shout out to Gear. Thank you for subscribing. But I might. Like, I'll play it like at the end of streams, like instead of Sandtris, you know? I'll swap over to that. Or I might just keep playing, yo, shout out to NFL, thank you for subbing. I might play like the Star Wars Fallen Order a little bit more. Because I was having fun with that, and I think stream was enjoying it as well. Are you real, or am I dreaming? You're dreaming, bro, wake up. Yo, shout out to Corazon, thank you for subbing, man. So yeah, I'm not really sure yet. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. No. Yo, shout out to Skeeper, thank you for subscribing, dude. Strategist, thank you so much for the jewels. Holy. Much love, dude. Pedro. Strategist with more jewels. Thank you, man. Shout out to Shelly. Thank you for subscribing. Shelly. Play Undertale. I do still need to beat Undertale as well. I don't know. Shout out to Wong Lee. Thank you for subbing, man. Holy, Strategist, relax. Oh, he's hitting combos. What the heck? I think I've only ever seen Buji do that before in chat. Oh my god, he's still going. Yo, chill. Shout out to the potato. Thank you for subbing, bro. Yo, what the heck? How do combos even work? How are you doing that? He's actually hitting combos in chat. What? Is this a fighting game now? Yo, shout out to Sethi. Thank you for subscribing, man. How is he doing that? What's your favorite game? I've been enjoying Rivals a lot lately. It's just my favorite for now, though. Shout out to Marvid. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite of all time or anything. But lately it has been enjoyable. I think it kind of depends on the meta. Shout out to Mania Hunt. Thank you for subscribing. It works on certain ones. It lets me combo it for half the price. Oh, nice. Yo, that's really sick. So you can like support a streamer without it like breaking the bank. That's awesome. Shout out to Jesse. Thank you for subscribing. That's a nice feature. I did read about that somewhere where it's like you can gift more jewels or whatever to a streamer without it costing you like half as much or whatever. Shout out to Locked In with the super chat from earlier. Thank you, man. Dang, that notifier or whatever is really behind. Holy cow, because Locked In sent that super chat a while ago. Shout out to Pit Stop. Thank you for subbing. You should play Splitgate too. Probably not. I'm probably not gonna do that, honestly. I wasn't really interested in it, to be honest. Like, it seemed okay. It seemed good. I'm not like trying to dog the game. It's just not for me, I don't think. Isn't it like another extraction shooter, right? Shout out to Anbit. Thank you for subscribing. Or is it just like more team deathmatch style? I don't know. What is it? Shout out to Vegeta. Thank you for subbing, Vegeta. The Prince of the Saiyans in chat. Yo. What up, Vegeta? Is that him? Shout out to 3TO, I think. Thank you for subbing, bro. What's your favorite character in Dragon Ball? I don't know, man. UI Goku is hard to beat. It's pretty baller. Your shout out to Husky. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know. That's a good question. I do really like Vegeta a lot too. Shout out to Eli. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Okay, I think if we're talking like just as a character, I think Vegeta is goated. I think he has one of the best arcs in the series, honestly. But if we're talking about like aura farming, it's got to go to Goku, right? Yo, shout out to Mia. Thank you for subscribing, Mia. Broly's pretty cool. Like the new Broly, not the old one. Obviously, like Gogeta's baller. Shout out to Davey. Thank you for subscribing, bro. But I don't know if you count that as like an individual character since it's kind of both of them combined, you know? I don't know. I think Vegeta's a really good answer. He has a really good character arc and he's really funny. Shout out to the Grass Lover. Thank you for subscribing. And he's still like really strong, kind of underrated. I think in the earlier series, Krillin's really cool. Shout out to Porcus. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. A lot of people would say like Gohan too, which is fair. I think Gohan got kind of done dirty a little bit. He was like supposed to take Goku's like spot and he never did. Shout out to Raphael. Thank you for subscribing. So that's a little controversial, I guess, but what's your favorite anime? Of all time, I would say Hunter x Hunter, but like recently, I would say probably Freerun. Shout out to Sam's. Thank you for subscribing, man. Bro is the player from the ads? Nah, bro, the players in the ads are terrible. I cook. I'm a different beast, man. Yo, shout out to Isaiah. Thank you for subscribing. The players in the ads are terrible. Bouncy, he'll get to your message at some point. Stop spamming. Yeah, you gotta chill with the spam, brother. Cause see, if you spam, your message gets deleted and then I never see it. Shout out to Joey. Thank you for subscribing, bro. What is this game? Sandtris. It's at the top middle of the screen. Shout out to Cervantes. Thank you for subscribing. What's better, Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball GT? I don't know. I think they're both they're both imperfect in a way, and they both have like their own pros and cons, honestly. Shout out to Trex. Thank you for subscribing. Like some of the animation in Super was so good, but some of like the classic style is also very good in its own way. It's just a very different style. Yeah, shout out to Puggy. Thank you for subscribing. I think Super has more like amazing, really cool moments, if that makes sense. Shout out to King. Thank you for subscribing. Like Goku freaking surfing on somebody else's Kamehameha or Kamehameha, whatever you want to pronounce it, is like so freaking awesome. Like you don't really see stuff like that in GT as much. Yo, shout out to Anime Link. Thank you for subscribing. But there are also a lot of moments in Super where I'm like, okay, that's just stupid. Like, really? What? Shout out to Magma. Thank you for subscribing, bro. Appreciate you. So, I don't know. What's your least favorite anime? Dude, there's a lot of really bad ones. That's a tough call. I don't know. There's a lot of really bad anime. Shout out to MC Plays. Thank you for subscribing. Like, way too many bad ones. I get annoyed with One Piece though, just because I don't think it's the worst anime, but I think it's the most overhyped anime of all time. People like ride One Piece for no reason. I will say that to my grave, dude. Like, and people are always like, oh, that's just because you haven't watched it. No, I've watched like 200 episodes. Actually, more than that. Yo, shout out to King. Thank you for subscribing. It's way too slow. Okay, you know how other anime will have like filler? Shout out to Elmer. Thank you for subscribing. One Piece doesn't have very much filler at all. But what they do instead is they extend scenes like way longer than they should be. And even like One Piece fans will admit this. Shout out to Yu, thank you for subscribing. Like, parts of the manga that are only like 2-3 pages will be like a 10-minute scene in the actual anime, and you're like, why do they do that? It's because they don't have filler. Because they don't use filler. Yo, shout out Lexi, thank you for subscribing. And like, I can understand that to some extent, that yeah, like filler's usually not that good, and you don't want to like force too much filler either. But the way they chose to fix that was like really off too. Like, they basically just made another terrible decision to avoid it, and that's kind of defeats the purpose, right? Yo, shout out to Shelly, thank you for subscribing. Like, I think that's one of its biggest problems, and that's what makes the pacing so bad, is that they try to extend like certain pages of the manga to be way longer than they were ever meant to be, and it just kind of repeats, and you're like, really? I don't know. Shout out to Andre, thank you for subscribing, man. I think if they fix that, it honestly would be really goated. Or at least like a lot better. I don't know. Shout out to Chris, thank you for subscribing, Chris. I think it also is like a little bit too goofy without hitting the same level of comedy that like One Punch Man, for example, hits. Because One Punch Man is also very goofy, but I think it's way funnier than One Piece. I mean, you can only make jokes about Zoro getting lost so many times, right? Shout out to Steven, by the way. Like, you can only be like, haha, Zoro bad directions so many times. It's, you know, after a while, it's not really funny anymore. Shout out to Jessica, thank you for subscribing. But for whatever reason, One Piece fans will eat that shit up all day, every day. They never get tired of it. They love that. They're like, ah, haha, he got lost again. I can't believe it. Yo, shout out to Cam, thank you for subscribing. And I'm like, really? I can believe it. You hear about the One Piece in production? Are you talking about like the more like shortened version that's like tweaked for better pacing? Or about the live action? Yo, shout out to the live, or to the page, thank you for subscribing. Because I've heard about both of them, and I don't know how to really feel about it, but we got to see how it goes, I guess. Shout out to James, thank you for subscribing. I will say the other funny thing about One Piece is the One Piece baby. Have you guys seen the One Piece baby? That cracks me up when I see it. He watches like one episode a day, and he's like ahead of a lot of people already. Shout out to Cookie, thank you for subscribing. And it's not like they put it like the show in front of a baby that's like not really watching it just to put it in front of it. No, the baby's like locked in, like like focused on the show. It's crazy. Shout out to Sonic, thank you for subscribing, man. I think that is so funny. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Yeah, the one that Netflix is making with better pacing. I've heard about it. I might give it another shot if that turns out to actually be good. I might try to get back into One Piece if that version of it turns out to actually be good and worth watching. Shout out to Vashti, thank you for subscribing. I don't know, man. I feel like when you're an adult and you work and you go to school and you stream and you want to also play video games, like you have to be more picky about what you want to put your time into. Shout out to Jose, thank you for subscribing. Like, you can't watch every anime out there. You gotta have to pick and choose at some point. And if something is not great or it takes too long, you're not gonna do it. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta cut it out and pick something else. Shout out to Jack, thank you for subscribing. I think that's like another thing that like people fail to realize. It's like, man, people have to respect our time more, dang it. Shout out to Smooth Criminal, thank you for subscribing. Like, no, I'm not gonna watch 2,000 episodes of anything anymore, honestly. Maybe when I was younger, sure. I watched all of Naruto, I get it. Shout out to James, thank you for subscribing. That was long as hell too. I watched like pretty much all of Dragon Ball, that's super long too. But like, you know, that was a long time ago. That's not today, that's different. Shout out to JJ, thank you for subscribing, man. I don't know. It is what it is, man. I'm just waiting for Steel Ball Run animated. Oh, is that JoJo, right? Yeah, dude, I'll watch JoJo. I like JoJo. Some arcs are obviously a lot better than others, but overall, it's just really good. it's like consistent. JoJo, I feel like, doesn't really have like really bad arcs or really bad sections. Like it's all pretty similar, pretty high quality, pretty good. I know some people like really didn't like Jolene, which like, okay, fair, I guess. Like maybe Jolene wasn't the best compared to the other ones, but it's still like pretty good, I would say. Like just because it's not quite as good doesn't mean it's still like terrible either, you know? Shout out to Baldy, thank you for subscribing, Baldy, appreciate you, man. That's my opinion, I don't know. I don't know, what did you guys think about Jolene? I thought it wasn't as bad as a lot of people say. I don't know. I think like JoJo fans are a little bit more split on Jolene than on like the other characters and the other arcs. I'm not really sure why, honestly, but whatever. Do you watch Hunter x Hunter? Dude, I can't wait for more Hunter x Hunter. That is one of, if not the greatest animes of all time. I don't care what anybody says, honestly. Like, it's peak. And I can't believe there are so many people that haven't watched it or haven't heard of it because they're wasting their time watching like Solo Leveling or something instead. Like, bro, get your shit together, watch some Hunter x Hunter. I promise you it's good. It's worth it. I promise it's worth it. Maybe wait a little bit if you want to watch it all at once for the next part to come out or whatever. It's probably going to be a while though, so I would say just start now, honestly. But hey man, I watched your in the morning. Heck yeah, dude. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? The child of a father. What is that guy yapping about? There's some schizo in chat? I don't know. I watched all of One Piece. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have. I guess that's time you'll never get back. No. There's more Hunter x Hunter coming out? Yeah. So I know that the original author had like a lot of health problems and stuff. But if I remember correctly, he taught his wife, who created Sailor Moon, if I remember correctly, he taught his wife the art style of Hunter x Hunter and also like what was going to happen in future arcs so that they could continue the work. It's not over. You know, I know it got delayed a lot, but it's not done. Like, it's still being made. And people are working on it. I don't know right now if they're working on it or if they're still on hiatus, but like, it's not an abandoned project. It's still cooking, you know? You gotta give it some time, and be patient, of course. But yeah, they're not done, which is awesome. I'm hyped for that. I personally don't think there's any bad JoJo part. I don't think so either, and I don't get why people skip the beginning. The beginning is awesome too. I think the beginning is better than a lot of the other arcs, honestly. Like the first two arcs, I hear a lot of people skip those. That's shocking to me that they would do that. I don't know who's telling them to do that, but I don't think they should. I personally enjoyed the first two parts more than a lot of the others. Like, maybe that's just me. I don't know. Are you planning on playing another game on stream today? No, unfortunately today's stream is going to be a lot shorter than most of my other streams just because I want to watch that Lilo and Stitch movie tonight. So I kind of have to do that instead. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. One Punch Man is peak as well. I'm really looking forward to more of that being made. I wish they hadn't changed studios, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think they're just working on too many things at the same time, honestly. But I'll take what I can get. When it comes to One Punch Man, hey, I'm not even gonna complain, you know what I mean? Like, as long as it gets done well and like made well, I'll wait. It is what it is, you know, let them cook. Also, you seem cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bro, I love your streams. Yo, what's up, Sunscreen? Good to see you, man. I appreciate you. Yo, welcome back, Mental Issues. Crazy username. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is peak. I agree. I think it's really good. I don't think a lot of people that watch JoJo's don't like it, honestly. I feel like that's a pretty rare occurrence for somebody to watch JoJo's and be like, yeah, wasn't a fan, didn't like it. I feel like that happens a lot more with other anime. Same with Hunter x Hunter. It's rare that I meet somebody that has watched Hunter x Hunter and not liked it. Like, I don't know. And I think the people that watch Freerun and don't like it, honestly, just have low attention spans. Like, I'm sorry. If you don't like have the patience to let that story cook and you're not interested in like the side characters or character development or like the world building, like, dude, you gotta get off TikTok. Your dopamine receptors are fried. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. I know it sucks, but hey, I'm telling you as a friend, trying to help you out, do you a favor here. You gotta hop off TikTok, hop off Instagram Reels, go outside, see the sunlight. Like, give it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, chat? Like, hey, it is what it is. You gotta take a break, man. Let the dopamine receptors reset. Stop cranking the hog, man. Everybody that voted solo leveling over SPEEDRUN, go outside. I beg of you, man. It's beautiful out. I promise. Give the sunshine a chance. I'm just saying. No hate. All love. I'm trolling a little bit, but I'm also kind of serious, you know? Do you watch any underrated anime? Yeah, gosh, I forget off the top of my head. There's a lot of like 1 or 2 season animes that don't get continued that are very good, but I don't like recommending them to people because they're over. Like, they didn't get continued, you know? They're not making any more of it. So it's like, why would I tell somebody to start a new and cool story if it's not going to be made anymore? You know what I mean? That's kind of a letdown. But there are a lot like that. I think like Parasite, for example, is underrated. That one at least had an ending, and a good ending, if I remember correctly. And not enough people like have watched that one, surprisingly. I don't know. But there are also a lot of like 1 or 2 season ones, like I was saying, that just end too soon. Bro, I love solo leveling. It's my favorite anime. It's not bad. It's good. I just don't think it's better than SPEEDRUN. I think solo leveling is in the top 3 of anime released in the last year. I give it top 3. I'm not saying it's bad. I was memeing, you know, rage baiting a little bit. But it's definitely not number 1. It's not even. It shouldn't even be in the discussion for number 1, in my personal opinion. I don't know, but it is good. It is good. I'm not saying it's bad. I watched all of it. I enjoyed it all. Don't get me wrong. You know, I was trolling a little bit. you gotta troll a little bit. But yeah, it's not number 1. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it that much, but it is not number 1. Ain't no way it's number 1. I think a lot of like the like anime reviewers and stuff agreed with that idea too, which doesn't mean they're necessarily right, but I think it's kind of telling when you have people that watch anime for like a living and they also say that other animes deserved it more, like Dungeon Meshi, like SPEEDRUN, like oh gosh, Apothecary Diaries, like, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen those as well, but I don't know. I think they're better than solo leveling, personally. I just think, okay, if you think about solo leveling, here's my argument, right? Try to name, if you haven't read the manhwa or whatever, try to name 3 or 4 characters besides Sun Jin-woo. Most people can't, and that's because they don't care about the other characters. And why should they? Because none of them are developed. Like, I don't care about the other characters either. You know, you get my point? Whereas, like, if you watch those other anime, those other shows, like, you actually do care about the other characters, and, like, you want to see, like, what happens to them, and, like, you root for them or root against them. You know, very different vibes. Just different overall total structure. I don't know, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some people will never agree with me, and that's fine. You are entitled to your own opinion, of course. Even if it's a dog shit opinion. Oh my god. Bro, One Piece is the best, and you're banned. No. Could you imagine? Nah, bro. One Piece dick riders are out here like venom poison. I don't know. I've never seen another show that gets overhyped more than One Piece, besides maybe Solo Leveling. But Solo Leveling is a lot newer and a lot shorter, obviously, so... Yeah. Oh my god. Season 4 Hunter x Hunter? Season 4 Hunter x Hunter? Dude, all of Hunter x Hunter is like peak, honestly. Beginning after the end was a disappointment? Fair. Konosuba is underrated? No, it is not. Dude, are you kidding me? Konosuba wins all kinds of awards. It's insanely popular. Like, it has movies. It is not underrated. Konosuba has a huge fan base. How is Konosuba underrated? That's crazy. That's an insane statement. It is definitely not underrated. It has so many fans, so much support, so much love. Are you kidding me? Like, even people that haven't watched the show know about Megumi and whatever her name is and explosions. Like, come on, dog. What are we talking about here? I've seen some ridiculous takes in chat today. You guys might actually just be rage baiting me today. I don't know what you guys are yapping about. That's crazy to say. What? I felt a disturbance, so I came back. Yeah, me too, bro. I felt a disturbance too. I don't know. K-Project is underrated? Yeah, okay, I've heard about that one, and I think it is less popular. So that might be a fair take, actually, to whoever said that. Sorry, I didn't see his name, but that might actually be one of the few W opinions I have seen in chat today. I haven't looked into that one very much yet, really. So maybe it is underrated. Maybe it's like flying under my people's radar. Because it's flying under my radar, at least, you know? Like I said, I haven't really looked into it much or heard much about it, so that's definitely possible. But to say Konosuba is underrated is crazy talk. I don't know what rock you've been living under, brother. But it must be nice and warm because he's not coming out, apparently. What the heck? Bro is actually living the lizard lifestyle. That's crazy. I don't know. I gotta go, though. I think we're gonna end the stream there, chat. It was great to have all of you all and to yap and have fun, whatever. W's in the chat. W stream. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you and love you all. Please, if you haven't yet, go to my channel. Click on this first link in the channel bio. It's the Discord link. Join the Discord. I always ping the Discord when I go live so you don't miss future streams. And you get to talk with everybody and talk to me off stream, which is awesome. Also, follow me on TikTok. I haven't been able to stream on TikTok because I don't have any followers there. I'm going to put my TikTok username in chat. Boom, right there, so you can go follow me on there as well. I appreciate you. Much love, boys. So I'll go do all that before I end stream here real quick. But it was really great to have you all. I appreciate you. Much love. I gotta bounce, but I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a good